Здравствуйте, меня зовут Екатерина Ринатовна, и я учитель русского языка. We have 5 to 6 levels of Russian that students can take. Our first year is Russian 100, where we start from the very beginning with the alphabet. Russian 200 and 300 are a continuation of Russian 100, where we really solidify all of our grammar. In 300, we start to read Russian literature. From 300, students can go to 400 or 520, and then after 520, students can go into 600, where again, we're reading literature, we're reading articles, and having discussions in Russian.
We teach 8 languages here at PA. Some of them you may have studied in middle school or another school. Some of them you may speak at home. And some of them you may not yet have had a chance to learn. We teach French, Spanish, German, Russian, Chinese, Japanese, Latin, and Ancient Greek.
The majority of our students don't have any Russian background before taking Russian, and they start in Russian 100. So on the very first day, we're all learning Russian together.
Our spoken language teachers use the immersive approach. That means that from the first day, your teacher is going to be speaking to you in the target language.
Oui, mademoiselle, pourquoi tu as attendu? Rien. Okay, alors,
And it may seem intimidating, but please don't be intimidated by that. Our teachers are very good at making themselves understood at even the lowest level, and they're very good at guiding you so that you can make yourselves understood.
Завтра суббота. Хорошо. Ты сегодня играешь в футбол? Да. Да, хорошо.
Russian falls in that Slavic family. The alphabet is Cyrillic, so a lot of Eastern European languages use Cyrillic. Of course, because of the former Soviet Union, Russian is spoken in a lot of Eastern European countries. So if you were to travel around Eastern Europe, Russian would be really useful for you. So in Russian 200 this fall, we were learning about food. So we took a field trip to a Russian supermarket nearby, and then for another lesson, we came to my house and we cooked using some of the ingredients that we bought at the Russian supermarket. So we tried to make it as experiential as we possibly can.
Вода сейчас горячая. Что мы должны делать? Все хорошо. Все хорошо, небольшая проблема. Наши ингредиенты, что это? Молоко. Молоко. Это? Яйцо. Ага. Это растительное
Students take Russian
масло.
at Andover for many reasons. Some of them because they've read Russian works of literature and they eventually want to read those works of literature in the original. I've had students say, I want to read Dostoevsky in Russian, or I want to read Tolstoy in Russian. I have some students that have professional goals for wanting to learn Russian. I have students that want to become astronauts and think knowing Russian so that they can speak Russian in the International Space Station would be really cool. I have students that just would love to travel to Russia, and so knowing Russian would be really helpful. And I think students continue to study Russian beyond the minimum 3-year requirement because we are a small department and they've been with that class for 3 years. We really become a family here, and it becomes a home away from home in the Russian classroom for them. My mother really encouraged me to look at the less commonly taught languages because we offer Russian, German, Chinese, and Japanese, which aren't really offered at a lot of other schools. She wanted me to take advantage of that opportunity here. So I went to a mini class. We offer mini classes for newly admitted students in the spring and then again in the fall during orientation. And so I went to a Russian mini class and I thought, oh, I can do that. And then I just fell in love with it over the course of my time here.
Our off-campus language learning program, which is called Learning in the World, offers 9 languages in 11 locations around the world.
Every summer, we go to this small city called Petrozavodsk. It's about a 6 to 8 hour drive north of St. Petersburg. And we spend 3 weeks there. We live in host families, we take classes, we do excursions, we do dance classes, we go to the theater, we visit museums, and then we spend the last 3 days in St. Petersburg doing lots of sightseeing. Language is one of the opportunities where students really have a lot of choice. You know, all of our students take math, all of our students take English, history, but language, you get to choose one out of the 8 languages that we offer. And so really choose something that you're gonna have a lot of fun with. And all of our language offerings are great. And so if you love Spanish, you know, continue with Spanish. If you really love French and wanna go to France, continue with French. And if you're looking for something new, go to all of those mini courses and try it out. And you'll be surprised with how much you understand and how much you learn in those 20-minute mini courses. You might discover a new passion. I never knew that I wanted to study Russian, and here I am, I get to teach it every single day to my students. And so you might discover a new passion at Andover by trying something new.